Hi, it's DJ, the sober guy. 508 days today, clean and sober. Yes. All right, we talked about my drug routine, the ticket to hell, and now let's talk about the destruction of my health. But first, let me be very clear. Engaging in substance abuse or alcohol abuse will inadvertently destroy the hell out of your health. Believe me, in one shape or form, it will tear you down. Nobody is invincible from it. Let's start with, I used to joke and tell people that I would be found dead with my face buried in a mirror, my nose propped up with a straw with dope all over, that's how I'd be found dead. It wasn't until I went through the following that changed my attitude about it forever. I woke up one morning and my legs were swollen like tree trunks. My chest was heavy, my face swollen up like a balloon, and I could barely breathe. So I made my way to the hospital. They came back with the diagnosis that I had suffered 2 heart attacks. I was diagnosed with having congestive heart failure, and I had an ejection fraction of 9%. An ejection fraction is the amount or the ability that your heart uses to distribute blood. And mine was at 9%, and the normal is normally 50 to 70%. And I was suffering from a case of perinoxal nocturnal dysphagia, PND. What is it? When you sleep, no matter what position, on your side, on your back, whatever, you wake up at least a half hour later, like you're suffocating or you're drowning. It's not the best feeling in the world. After this point, I was in and out of the hospital up to 8 different times. Every single time I would come home, I'd wait a couple of days, feeling like the medications that they gave me was sufficient enough, and then I'd start using again. It wasn't until the 8th time that the doctor came in, and this is what he told me. He says, if you don't stop what you're doing, you're gonna leave in a body bag. You're gonna die. As soon as he made that profound statement to me, I laid there in that emergency room bay and I thought, I don't want to die. I really don't. So from it was at that point that I changed my tune forever. I now am diagnosed with CHF, congestive heart failure. I started the sober journey. I eventually got the ICD implant, the pacemaker, and I take 9 different medications. I'm on the road to recovery and I'm doing a lot better. But most people who are diagnosed with what I have usually have to walk around with oxygen tanks or canes. And you know what? I was fortunate enough to escape that. There's a lot of people who don't. There's a lot of people who don't make it out of the emergency room. And you know what? That is a harsh, realistic fact. Let that sink in. So, I would like you to look up PND, perinoxal nocturnal dysphagia, PND, and ejection fraction, just to get an idea of how imperative it is to your life. I thank you for listening. And don't forget, on Saturday, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to go live. I would very much like to have you there. Join me for questions, stories, or just listen. And we can get together, build a community of support. Remember, we recover. Sober living is better living. And I bid you adieu. Peace.